$29.
28.
27.
26.
25.
24.
23.
22. 21.
20.
19.
18.
17.
16.
15.
14.
13. 12.
11.
10.
8.
6.
6. What happened to 7?
7.
5.
4.
3.
2. 1.
0.
0. Yeah, and it's telling me I got low Wi-Fi, so if we lose this, I'm just going to fucking quit. Weird buzz. Because I think I tripped over my headphone cord and I may have screwed up my headphones. How's it sound? How's the audio sound? How's the audio sound to you guys? Can you guys hear me? But every time Mike counts in his head, he hears those voices counting now. No, not quite. Not quite. You guys can hear me, right? I still, every freaking time. Every freaking time. I forgot to turn my lights on. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. So, turn those on. Figure out where I put my phone because I have got to prioritize this device. Oh, I had a loose cord. That's what sounded weird. So, yeah, got back from the Cali Custom Show late Saturday night. Started editing when I got back and had everything pretty much done and started to, film the intro and the outro early in the morning. Oh, free bells. I didn't give you guys free bells yet. Did not give you guys free bells. I'm going to tell you guys, I am going to start doing, I know it sounds shitty, but I'm going to do a membership drive this month. A little bit later in the month, probably the last week of the month. And that entire week, it's going to be members only chats. Because one, I owe that to the members. And two, it's just one of those ones that you do the members benefits, because I got news for you. YouTube has absolutely fucked all the content creators when it comes to what's going on with stuff. I can't say for sure that they're doing it, but it seems as though they are making our view counts look underinflated on our monetized videos. It's just not, there's no way it's organic to use 75% of your viewership on videos. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that you have this many views on a Thursday and then Friday you have 75% less and it just follows through the rest of the time. So I am prioritizing this device. They did come and replace my internet equipment here at the house. So Yeah, when YouTube starts doing that, there's a lot of creators that I talk to that are they're talking about that. They're like, yeah, you just gotta incentivize the membership stuff in some way. Yeah, Murky doesn't get any notifications. So if you guys aren't getting notifications, unsubscribe, resubscribe, click the bell off, click the bell on. And then, yeah, for any YouTuber, that's okay. So that's what I'm telling them. And they're like, well, we run tests on our equipment and stuff all the time. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, there's no way that this is happening. So if they can show that, if they can fudge numbers and say, well, you're only getting this many views, then we only have to pay this much. That's basically what my take on it is. I could be wrong. You know, I've been wrong before, but it just doesn't seem like you lose 75% of your views in one day and it just stays that way. But they are definitely pushing shorts. I get a lot of views on my shorts. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? That doesn't sound good. Yeah, let me why do so many fucking unknown devices connected to my internet? How's everyone? Hey everyone, how's it going? It's going. I still haven't given you free bells yet. Hang on, free bells, free bells. So got it. My my internet is actually pretty fast right now. Here comes your bells as a super chat. My bell sounds funny. So yeah, went to the show, got to see some folks I hadn't seen in a while, hung out with Tom Mayo a little bit and John Gray, and talked with Tracker Dan, and came home with a hatchet that I have been using. Coating on this is pretty good, I gotta say. This is a very unique type of hatchet tomahawk thing. This is I've used this for several things so far that are not typical tomahawk or hatchet related tools. I cut up a bunch of cardboard. I chopped a couple things. I cut some wood. I did not, absolutely did not, because I was working. See how you just make assumptions? See what happens when you make an assumption? You make an ass out of you an umption. See? Assumptions. Fucking up already 8 minutes into the live feed, Murky. You haven't been on a live feed in like months. And the first statement you make is an absolute incorrect fallacy. Not phallic, fallacy. I like this. I like this a lot. This is the what do they call this? The Nebulax by Joe Flowers. This is really, really, really good. Well, on top of everything, I had to turn around and drive 2 hours home. What's the deal with Tracker Dan and Blood? I don't know. Every time I'm like, I'm going to go over and talk to Tracker Dan, but like, I don't want to say anything to him because like, he's really well known and all that, but I don't, his knives that are going for $1,200, $1,300, $1,500 to me are a lot like the Oz Roosevelt. I don't understand the hype, and I definitely don't understand the fucking price. So, see, that's the misconception. I'm not. Usually when you guys see me hit my pin on this show, that's usually the first time it's happened all day. Really. Like today, I started filming and editing at fucking 7:30. And I literally stopped uploading 20 minutes ago and went and washed my face and came out here and set up the studio. So like I like to play it up, but in all honesty, Nico can tell you there's a lot of times that I'm just not at all. I got the final design approval from John Demko for the Demko version of my Rule 9 Hank. That is awesome, Alice. I'm drinking lemonade too, by the way. So in case you think I'm drinking, you're wrong on that one too. Let's see here. See, I don't understand why you're proud of me. Like, it's like, it's just being a regular human being. Like, I had shit to do. I can't hit the devil lettuce yet. So I did bring a couple of really cool things back from the show. I can only show you one of them right now because Everything else is prototypes, and I absolutely know zero about them until I get Russell on the live. So when Russell comes on the live feed with me, we're going to pull each knife up, and he's going to talk about them while I show them to you. Let's see here. How am I doing mentally? Come on. I want you to think about that one real fucking hard. But I did. So you guys remember, I've struck up a friendship with Eric Oakes. And so I struck up this friendship with Eric Oakes. And so at the show, I walked over and I was like, hey, I want to film a little bit. I got to trim my mustache again. Like it's growing. My mustache just suddenly out of nowhere is growing so fast. I trimmed it like 2 days ago and it's already grown back into my mouth. So I was talking with Eric Oakes. And like I said, we've kind of made a friendship. And he was like, we were filming. He was like, well, you're gonna have some new knives, and we're gonna send one to Mr. Emler here. And if you guys remember, he sent me the Oxworks EDX Offspring. And I told you guys how much I love this knife, and I still love this knife. This is a knife that still gets pocket time. But please don't up and go buy one yet. I have a link. There's a video that's coming up. And as a matter of fact, I will get you, if you guys are interested in what I'm about to show you, I will put a purchase link. Rocky! Sorry, I had to do that. Rocky! Let's my mustache just all of a sudden started growing so much. So love to you and yours from Chef Rocky C. Rocky C. Thank you very much, Rocky. Rocky's one of the paying members now. Like I said, I am going to do a membership drive. I'm trying to get it all figured out. Like, I'm going to reach out to Jeremy at the quartering. I know he did like a monthly, like a daily subscriber goal that he's trying to get. He's doing a subscription drive. I am going to do a few live feeds. We'll probably do like a week or two where almost every live feed is going to be a members only, only because it is effective. It builds up the memberships, and it's going to help insulate me from when YouTube decides like, hey, guess what? We're just not going to pay you anymore. Let me get you an affiliate link for this. I will absolutely get you an affiliate link for this knife. Allow me a moment, because I put a link in a video so I can go. Oh, wow. Today's video did pretty good. If you guys watched the California Custom Show video, was really, really good. I really enjoyed that one a lot. I'm right now, I'm pulling up a purchase link for the knife I'm about to show you. Because like I honestly, I want that revenue, but I'm going to show you this knife first. But now I have to go to this feed and go to this live and click it. Oh, hey, there we go. I have to go to it, and then I have to click on it. It's not letting me into it. Well, shit. I got to go to my channel. I'm trying to get you as a purchase link for this video. So please don't go up and buy one. This is it's doing something on it. This is the Oxworks Solar Storm. And I will tell you 100% that why do you have a live stream at the same time as Pocket Metal? He's still in your views. No, I've been doing a live feed at 7:30 every time. If Pocket Metal's doing a live feed, it's because he's on my time. You go tell him. You go tell him that he's on the wrong. No, you can go just drop and tell everybody they need to stop by. But at any rate, I've been doing this live feed on a Monday at 7:30 every Monday for well over a year. So I'm not doing it. Here's the thing. It's not like we're competing. At any rate, I'm dropping a purchase link right now in here for this knife so that you can see it. It should pop up in the comments. There's a purchase link. So this is the Oxworks EDX, and like I said, I gotta be transparent. Eric gave this to me. I did not buy this, but I will tell you that this is $340 well spent, in my opinion. The video is going up here in the next few days, but this thing is like having a. It's like having a low key transparent knives reblade on a 940. It's very 940-esque. It's a deep hollow on a nice modified Warrenclyffe M390 blade. Titanium. The one that Eric gave me, he asked me, he's like, I got carbon fiber one here for you. And I was like, I'm not a fan of carbon fiber, to tell you the truth. He was like, I got, because we had talked about it earlier. He said, well, I have the OD green micarta. And I was like, I would take OD green micarta over it any day. See, that's what I don't want. That's what I don't want on this channel. That's why I'm strict in the comment section. I don't want people being berated. I don't know what happened with the Jason Brown raffle. I don't know. But yes, this was done by Riat. Eric had these done by Riat. These things are great. He has another knife coming out. If you guys saw the video today, you probably already saw it. I'll be getting one of those as well to review. I don't know if this is going to stay here. If he wants me to send it off to someone, I would love to have it stay here. But like I tell all knife makers and knife companies, I'm not just trying to get free stuff. Like, if you want me to send it out to someone, that's fine. If you need it back, that's fine. Just know there's a good chance that I'm going to do some damage to it, because I absolutely do fully test stuff. As you can see, I've already been, is carbon fiber brittle? No, it's not. It's one of the strongest materials you can get. It is not. It's difficult to work with sometimes. It'll blow out drinking a hole in it, or drilling a hole in it. But it's absolutely not brittle. It's stronger than steel. It's stronger by steel. But like I've already been testing the crap out of this. I've already shined up the finish on this. And I haven't even really chopped up any wood yet. But I will tell you, this thing is profiled. It's profiled in between a knife and a hatchet. So there's a lot of stuff you're not going to be able to do with this per se, but there's also stuff you can do with this you can't do with a typical tomahawk, which that's what this is. This is just this is like an EDC tomahawk. And it is really good. And with that sheath like that, you can strap it to your gear, you can strap it to your pack, you can have it on your belt. It's very, very good, and it's not that heavy. I have got fixed blade knives that are heavier than this. I honestly do have fixed blade knives that are heavier than that. Yeah, Eric is. I said that in the description of the video that I did about this knife today. Eric is absolutely one of the nicest guys you would want to meet. So I got to see a lot of stuff that I typically wouldn't see, that you guys typically wouldn't see. So if you haven't seen the video that I put up at 4 p.m., which was the California Custom Knife Show, you should probably go watch it. There's only 20 minutes of it. And that's because the spring show is only 1 day. The fall show is 2 days. And so with it being 2 days, there's a lot more people that show up. And so there was stuff that I wanted to film. It was too crowded. And then there was stuff that just, like, a lot of the stuff just was not stuff that really appealed to me. That would be something where I'd be like, hey, I really want to get this content out there. So, but you're going to get to see some cool stuff coming. Like I said, I have a whole box of prototypes. I can show you what I think is my favorite of the prototypes, but I can't tell you anything about it. Well, actually, I can show you this one. I'll show you. We haven't done a video about it yet, but so I think this is. I think this is like my favorite of the stuff that CGRB sent with me that we're going to talk about in the live feed. This is a new button lock they've got coming out. And I absolutely like this a lot. It's a drop point, but it's got kind of a clip point-esque look to it. It's a button lock, flipper, big fuller on it. You can't, well, if you're not an idiot, you can flick it right off of the fuller. It's got, some of them have inlays, some of them don't. It definitely looks at you, and it's got a big smile on its face when it comes out of your pocket. Can you see it back there? Look at that smile on its face. I don't know what it is yet. I'll find out when I do the video with Russell. But I think that's of these prototypes, my favorite right now. I don't know. I don't know anything about these knives. I have not looked. I'm saving, like, all I'm saying is I've just messed with them. I haven't looked to even see what the steel is on this. We're saving that for when Russell comes on the live, because that's going to be his chance to tell us about it. So I did get with Eric Garza. If you guys remember, Eric Garza used to do some stuff with Monterey Bay Knives. He has designed a couple knives, and he's got one out with shielded knives that, where'd I put the thing? Yeah, shielded knives. It doesn't come with a pouch. It comes with a belt, a nylon belt sheath, which I'm not a fan of with folding knives. But hey, clever. You can use it for other things. But this is the Garza designed Viper by Shielded Knives. And I told Eric I'd give it a run through. I have not put it in pocket. I haven't done anything with it. I will say it's pretty fucking sharp. It is absolutely pretty sharp. But I'm gonna put this through its paces. I'm gonna get Eric to tell me more about it. I believe these are available right now. This might just be a prototype, but yeah, this is the Shielded Knives Viper in 154 cm. So I'm gonna give that a test. Maybe a sharpening. It looks like an onion. I guess it kind of does. I could see that. I will say it's really comfortable. It is really comfortable in hand. Bubbles is here. What's up, Bubbles? How you been? Bubbles says, "Hey, what's up, gents?" Yeah, it's 154 cm and G10. It's orange. I'm not a fan of orange, but that's just what it's in. I can overlook that, but it's already been used. I can tell it's a little dirty. You're after another small fixed blade. You should probably go get my sea snake. Reminds you of the Kershaw shallot. No, the shallot is a skinnier, thinner blade. It really is. Did somebody go over to fucking Pocket Metal's channel and tell him that I was live? Is that where everybody's coming from? So yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun at the show. I got to see a lot of people. What I did get to see was some stuff that's coming. And we're going to have some interesting guests, I think. I'm really working forward to getting more guests on the channel. And it's a selfish reason. I don't want you guys to think it's just for you. It absolutely is for you, because it's going to make the live feeds more interesting. But I talked with some guys, and was Crazy K on a stream? Okay. I had a knife company reach out to me. They sent me the money for a knife. I told them, I was like, I don't care if you buy the knife from me or not. It's getting an honest review. If I find things that I don't like about the knife, I'm gonna say it. I was like, they were like, okay, that's fine. That's what we want. We want an honest review. Apparently they talked to the folks at We Knife Company, and they're like, you want a good honest review? There's two people, and they talked to me. And they reached out. Apparently they talked to a couple people, but apparently Civivi and We Knife Company, which they're the same company, but they're in different parts of the We Knife Company compound. Like it's two separate lines, but it's inside the same facility. But it is separate facility from Artisan, which is also a separate facility from Riat. That's the thing. Like, everybody wants to say that shit all the time. We're all made in the same building. No, they're not. They're not made in the same factory. They have their own facilities. They're just really close. They're in the same town. I will tell you that. Almost every knife maker in China is in Yangjiang. It's just not made in the same factory. So at any rate, they reached out to me. So Civivi, the folks at Civivi, and then I think Doris, I think they said Doris over at We on the sales side was telling them, yeah, I would give an honest review. So it's a good looking knife, 154 or not 154, 14C28N. Should be here in a couple days, coming from Amazon. So they're not sending me like the best knife that they could get. They're not sending me like this is going to be the best one that ever came off the line, like some companies will do. They basically said, "Well, we'll PayPal you the cost. You just order one off of Amazon." And I'm like, "Okay, so I'm not getting anything that was handpicked." That's the thing about Eric too. Like Eric, um, Eric Oakes. Eric did not pick it. He just grabbed the first uh OD green micarta one he could find. And I don't know if you guys, how well you guys be able to see it. Like I've already carried it up. Look at how dirty I've already got, like since Saturday. This literally, I say it in the video. I don't want to spoil it, but when I do when you see the video about this, it was not a joke. When you hear me say it, I did not make it out of. Did I just dropped? Oh, my wife opened the door. This went in my pocket in the parking lot of the show. Like it literally did. I took the other knife that was in my pocket and I put it in my bag and I threw this in my pocket with my Norse. So digging this. Sea Snake is still on its way from Artisan. I got the one in S35B. I can't wait. I mean, I appreciate the fact you bought that. A bigger portion of the revenue on that. The fact is, I honestly prefer the ARRP M9. If I was going to get a black bladed version, I'd get the all black version that they have. I had one and I gave it away to a friend that needed a knife. So, what did anybody get anything cool over the last few days? Because I didn't do a Friday live feed. I tried, guys. I am so sorry. I tried to do a live feed on Friday. My internet was just worthless. If you saw, I was live for like 30 seconds. I tried to do a live sharpening. I was sharpening some knives from local guys, and I had to do Matt's mom's knives before we went up because I just felt like I had to, and I understand why now. I'll tell you a little secret. So I don't know why I felt this. Like Matt was like, "I don't have to rush. You can get those knives. I'll get them back to my mom sometimes, in the future." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Okay, we won't worry." But that whole time that he was telling me, "Don't worry about it. We'll get them done, and I can get them back to my mom." He was like, "Hey." He was like, "Hey, you don't have to worry about it." I was like, "You know what? For some reason, I just felt like I had to get those knives done." I got the knives done. And we stopped by his parents' house just solely to drop off the knives. And we were playing with his parents' dog, Chloe. And today he texted me. He goes, "I'm so glad that you were willing to stop at my parents' house. And we went to Extra Mile to get those knives sharpened." I was like, "Why?" And he goes, they're putting Chloe to sleep today." And he's like, "That was like, we wouldn't have seen her if it hadn't been for the fact that like you did." And I was like, I told him, I was like, I just felt like I had to do, for some reason, had to do those knives. And so we did the knives. We dropped them off to his mom. We had dinner with them, and then we drove back. And absolutely felt the urge to do it. And I think it was because somehow I knew. What did Murky do? Here goes my ban. I don't know what Murky did. Bought a Tenacious. Okay. I don't have a problem with Snake. It's not one of my favorite knives, but it's definitely not one of my. It's definitely not the Mannix. I don't like the Mannix. You got the Kunwu Tao Compact coming tomorrow. You got the latest GEC Beerlow knife. I've never seen one. Chavez TA. What's the Chavez TA? Which one's that? Chavez TA. I don't know what that one is. Hey folks, just got here, wasted, but here, waiting on to be delivered. That's not, waiting on anything is never fun. You got the Shieldin Relicath? I've never seen that one. Oh, Two Sons TS128. I think I've seen that one. I think we had that on a channel in S90V. Fair and Fortress, that's a good knife. Paul, I have not forgotten that if I sell knives, I'm going to, if I sell any of my Ferrums, I'm going to reach out to you first. Got a SOG power print in the mail this morning. Pretty sick. I think the new Olight Baton 3 Pro Max in magnesium came today too. Nice. Chavez TAK. Okay, I know what that is. Latest GEC still available on traditional pocket knives. I don't have very many traditional pocket knives. But I want a Great Eastern Cutlery. I really do. Modus Works Wrapped. R.I.P. Chloe. Yeah. No, I don't hate Spyderco. I own a lot of Spydercos. You didn't see the video, Murky? See? You stopped watching live feeds, you stopped watching videos, you didn't find out that one of my favorite fucking companies of all time is Spyderco. Oh man, I had to say to guy, we're family for up 19 years, so hard. Yeah, and I mean, I always would go, every time I would go up to Matt's parents' house, I would play with Chloe. She was such a sweet dog. So, ooh, it was a good choice. That's a good solid choice from Farron Forge. Dang around, I spent $200 on my 15V Mannix, put a deposit on a custom mini smock, got my community member Hanks from Forrest, and 2 clip slips being made by Iggy for my Exos. I need to chill. Yes, you do. Got the Boker USB OTF in pink coming from my wife today. I have not gotten to see. I'm curious what the Boker OTFs are like. I want to see that Kershaw OTF. The Kent is. I think it's a Matt Diskin. I'm sorry, a Matt Diskin design. Looking for a Ferrum or Archbishop 3.0. Your thoughts? I would try some of the offshoot little ones, some of the little offshoot knife company. There's some weird ones that'll have it. Just to put in Ferrum Forge Archbishop 2.0, and it's all one word, Archbishop. If you put that in the Archbishop 3.0, you can probably find some little mom and pop hole in the wall shops that have got one just sitting around that no one bought from because they're not in the top 5. You got Chinese. You were at Kobe Swap Meet, Papa Pita. You're in San Diego. I used to go to the Kobe Swap Meet all the time. Sending money on mobile solar and car parts. Spending money at the moment. Need to get my new home on wheels mobile. Yeah. Don't worry, I translated for you. I'm thinking I need a smock. I don't like the smock. That is absolutely not one of the ones that I like. Let's see here. All right, I'm all caught up. Amazon has one for $237. Okay, well, if you're going to buy anything on Amazon, use one of my affiliate links. One of my Amazon affiliate links. Doesn't have to be the one. Just go in and then type in Archbishop. So got to grab some. I talked with Vu at the. I talked with Vu Fam at the Cali Custom Show. He's like the size of my boot. He's just a little guy. You just sent money to a proxy for a couple of CCKS knives. Nice. I have to see that. I didn't even get to see it yet. Nico won Corbin Steelworks Fixed Blade Keen. No, I wouldn't. You're a heavy little dude. Heavy. Solid little dude. Pinched the shit out of his nipple, too. Like I got brilliant aim. After all the years in the military, pinching nipples, it's just a thing you do to each other. Like, hey, what's up? You motherfucker. It's absolutely very accurate. Like it's like I can see him through a t-shirt. Or in his case, a sweater. I got it through a sweater. Oh, smock is definitely the only button lock I'm interested in. Button liner lock solves a lot of the plunge problems. I just don't like it. He had a shirt under his sweater too. So I could sense it. I'm like, there's that nipple, and got it. So squeeze, little like quarter twist, just walking away. I have to say, hey, what's up, Sharif Manganis? What's up? Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna figure out a way to get a running count of how many members and stuff and what my goal is for everything set up so that when we do the membership. Dude, he said do. I managed to get a really awesome Mordax. Nice. So we don't follow Sharif Manganis. Mr. Manganis there, the designer of the Grazioso and several other really good knives. You probably should go follow him. You got a new channel, Sharif? Like some new channel that you started? Got a Mordax from the show too. I want a bean hole. You want a bean hole? Is a bean hole similar to a cornhole? I don't know how that works. I'm not sure what all is entailed in that. The real Sharif. That's what I thought. Later, Robert. Robert, I somehow your emails are winding up in my trash file in my garbage bin on email. I think it's because I blocked a bunch of people that just continued to email me like 5, 6, 10, 15 times a day. And I think you wound up in that. And so I've got to search back through and see if I can find the email where you sent me your address so that I can get your prize box to you. So let's see. Oh, trying to think if there's did you guys see the guy that set up Fire Festival? I know this isn't knife related, but the guy that set up the Fire Festival, did you see he's going to try and do another music festival? And I'm like, bro, like you're probably gonna wind up in prison for the first one. Like you're gonna wind up in jail because of the first one, and you're wanting to start another one. So I like big zons, and I cannot lie. So hey guys, give me a second. I forgot to take my allergy medicine. I gotta go get my eyes. My eyes are starting to another scam. What's another scam? I don't know what another scam. I don't know what scam we would be referring to. I set off. Are you talking about me? Because I set off everybody else's stuff. I told Robert that he was going to have to pay me the shipping to Canada because it's expensive. Okay. I forgot. That's what we were talking. I forgot I was talking about that. I forgot that I had started that. Give me a second. I'm going to get my allergy medicine in me, or I'm going to be ruined by the time I put my drops under my tongue. Or not my drops. I got to go put my allergy medicine under my tongue. I'll be right back. Hang on just a second. I'll be right back. I promise. I won't go anywhere. Well, technically, I'm going somewhere. Mm. Oh, that stuff is better. I take liquid. I take like a liquid allergy medicine. It's like Claritin, only it's a liquid. And you can. I don't know if you guys know this. If you're taking like allergy medicine or like cold medicine or something, like if you want to like speed the effects up, put it on your tongue. A lot of it passes through those big veins that you've got. It makes it work way, way faster. So, man, this stuff's bitter though. That stuff is bitter. So, having another pipe of wedding cake. I didn't know you could smoke that shit. What kind of fucking wedding cake do you have? So yeah, I want to talk about this. I actually want to talk about this. So, You've probably seen a lot of channels doing this. Recordering's doing it. Tim Pool just went 100% to the only people that can make comments are members. Now, I don't want to do that, but what I want to do is, because like I said, YouTube is definitely really screwing all of his content creators. Jared and I have been talking about it. We've seen a huge drop off in revenue and views, and I'm like, I think they're finally just screwing us. So to insulate us from that, along with like the store and everything I'm setting up on Amazon to be down there instead of affiliate links, we're just basically we're trying to push members. So the other thing I would ask all of you to do, like, I would really love if everyone that watches me here, because this is a big thing. Everybody's like, well, if you complain about it so much, why don't you just switch to Rumble? Well, the fact is, like, everybody tells me I should go to Rumble, but none of the people that tell me I should go to Rumble follow me there. Like, everything you guys see on this channel is on Rumble. Like, every video that you see on this channel is on Rumble as well. So you have all these people tell you like, oh, just go to Rumble, just go to Rumble. But the fact is they're not following you there. The people that are telling you to do it aren't not going over and watching it. And so I can't move to Rumble. There's no income on Rumble. Smoking blueberry cookies. So I had some blueberry muffin mixed with animal crackers. So if you guys don't know, we're talking about strains. This is just type of strain, and it was delightful. It was good. Need to find some to make some aftermarket skills. I don't even know what we're talking about. I missed something. Must have been while I was taking a bath or taking my medicine. Walt P, I like you, bud. These shows are too late for me. Keep the good work. Just stopped in to say hi. Yeah, I mean, I have videos that go up every day, and so like I know a lot of people drop super chats. I'm cool with that. I would honestly prefer, if you guys really wanted to support the channel, I think it's much more effective if you just join a membership. Like, there's some of my members that actually do, they do both. But I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make it so that like there's going to be a lot more just member only chats. I don't want it so that every live feed is a members only chat, which is what some channels are doing. It's just that's not. I don't think it's fair. But on bigger channels, Tim Pool was saying it's to slow down the chat. I'm like, bro, you can put it in slow mode. You can put it in slow mode so that your chat's a little bit more manageable. I mean, it's a pretty good way to do it. But I think we're gonna do some. Members Mondays. I think we're gonna turn Mondays into like members only videos a lot, and you'll still be able to watch. But the only way you can comment is either to be a paying member or to drop a super chat. So I need to pay for my membership. Someone, sorry, I don't remember who gifted me one, and it lapsed. Yeah, Brad, just like I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to say like you all have to do it. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you what I'm gonna do. Cat piss and wedding cake. I don't know, what did I miss here? Need to find. I saw something about a urinal cake here. Yeah, that'll work too. Cat piss and wedding cake. That sounds horrible. This background, by the way, this is San Diego. That is the convention center here in San Diego. That is the marina area up against it. I agree, buddy. Can't afford a membership. I can at the moment, but others. Yeah, I mean, I get it. And that's why I don't want to make it members only all the time. But we will, because the fact is that's a benefit of being a member. You get your own, you get your own feeds. I'm going to try and start doing some Saturday feeds. But I'm going to try doing some Saturday feeds. But the fact is, with all the content now I've ramped up and I'm doing more videos, I absolutely have to work on Saturdays now, every Saturday. As a matter of fact, I worked Sunday. So I was the show Saturday. I told you guys I was going to take Thursday off. I didn't. I worked Thursday until like 4. And I was going to take Friday off for the knife show and I didn't. I was filming and editing, and I had to fight with my internet provider, and I had to go to Matt's house to use his internet, and then I came back, and I was going to do a live feed of sharpening those knives that I had here, and I just didn't have enough internet. And then Saturday I was at the knife show, so I was filming all day. Like I left my house at 7:30, and I didn't get home till 11:45. And then I put all the videos on here. I started to edit, and then at 7 o'clock the next morning, and worked until noon because 2A Dave was coming down, and I wanted to make sure that I was done with all my editing and stuff, because I wasn't going to watch the Super Bowl. Honestly, we weren't going to watch Super Bowl until Dave was like, we should watch it. Let's just watch the game just for the commercials. Turned out to be a really good game. It really was a really good game, and I had a lot of fun. I hear you, buddy. I really enjoy your live. You're about the only person I tune into on live streams, and I'm subbed to 800 odd channels. True story. True story. Oh, sorry, Dave, absolutely. We were sitting there. I was like, bro, we should have bet this game. I told him that I bet that it would be essential to have a 2-point conversion, because I was like, there's going to be something that makes it a 1-point game. And then we wound up that that 1-point game turned into that they needed 2 possessions, and then the whole field goal thing. But Dave absolutely said the score was going to be 35-38. Because you remember the Eagles charged down a field for a touchdown, and then they brought it right. Then fucking Chiefs brought it right back for a touchdown. And I was like, he was like, bro, this is going to be like 35-38. It's going to be a field goal, like 35-38. And I was like, holy shit. He was flipping out. It's like, I called the fucking score. I was like, we should have bet this game. I could have bet the missed field goal. I told him when the guy brought the punt return, 65-yard punt return, I was like, I think that's a record. He was like, that's a record. And I was like, we should have bet this game. Yes, we were definitely into the Jazz Cabbage yesterday too. Just got a severe thunderstorm warning from the weather people. Better head out and make sure everything's battened down. Catch you soon. Yeah, you take it easy. It was a good game. It was a good game. I really was. I was really glad that we did watch. I hadn't watched a football game in forever. The whole Carrie Lake thing, like people are flipping out because Carrie Lake didn't stand at the Black national anthem. I'm like, that's the Black anthem. I was like, that's not the national anthem. She stood for the national anthem. That other one, that was just a song. Sorry, you don't have anything to complain about. There's no it's a mandate that you stand for the national anthem. Any other song, you don't have to. That's just. I was like, how is that different than everybody else kneeling at the national anthem? I don't get it. I don't want to get in political stuff on that, but I'm just saying. How is that any different? I just don't see the issue. Matter of fact, I don't see half the issue with half the shit that people are so angry about in this goddamn country. But I don't want to get into that because that just turns it into an argument and other people. That's the main reason that I don't talk much politics and I don't let political talk in the chat. It's because then people get mad and they'll get mad at somebody in the chat and then they won't ever come back. I don't want that to be the kind of place that is. There's other channels for that. You can go to other live feeds for that and be angry. I don't want people angry at my live. Let's see here. Yeah, I absolutely can't wait. I'm gonna have to go over to Matt's house. I gotta get with him and see if he's got any old 4x4s. I don't have 2x4s or 4x4s here to cut up with this. And I definitely want to tear into that stuff because I think that this thing's gonna do really well. I like this. I like this enough that I'm gonna fuck it up so bad I don't have to send it back. That's my plan. Like all the other prototypes, I'll send them back. I got a lot of knives. I'm not sending this one back. Canadian liquor commercial was funny. You know what I thought was funny? Dave and I both thought it was funny. Was the commercial where it was like the two guys fighting and it was in slow motion and it was like bullet time, like the Matrix, and they were fighting And it was all the beer. He's like, it's a Bud Light commercial. It's a Coors commercial. No, it's not. It's a Blue Moon commercial. And I was like, okay, that was good. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you know this. I'm in San Diego. I'm not out in the woods. The nearest place that I could cut a log is in my backyard. I'm pretty sure my landlord would be upset if I cut down a tree. Yes, I want to make people leave and never come back based on my merit and my merit alone. I don't want it to be something that someone else did. I'm pretty sure that I can alienate enough people on my own without people doing it for me in the comment section. I told somebody one time I forget what it was I had done. Oh, I was sending a message. I was using voice dictation. This was years ago, and I was like, I got mad at my phone. I was like, God damn it, Siri. I do not need another device. I do not need a device that's going to make me look like a jackass. I need no assistance in that area. I do a good enough fucking job on my own. I don't know, Yoko. They called it football. It's in the dictionary with the definition of it being an oval shaped concentric round ball pointed at each end as a football. So I don't know why people get upset when we call soccer. And they're like, well, that's football. I'm like, no, football. Look up a definition. Like, look up the definition. It's a cylindrical oblong or like oval shaped ball pointing at each end, and it's thrown, not kicked. I don't know why you kick it, but you don't kick it like real good. That's beside the point. So, well, actually, they have Australian rules football, which is played with a ball that's a lot like a rugby ball and looks much more like a football. Australian football, Australian rules football is not rugby, and it's not American football, but it's called football. It's called Australian football, and it's played with what looks like a rugby ball ish, and it's weird. I spent a lot of time in Australia, and it's fucking weird. But boy, is it fun to watch. Like you gotta fucking kick it between like there's like 3 different posts, and depending on where it hits, it's different point. I don't understand it, but Jesus, is it fun to watch? You watch those Aussies, you've been in Hong Kong and they're playing Australian rules football, and you're in a bar where there's a bunch of expats. It is fun to watch those guys just lose their minds. They get so over the top animated. It is just nuts. Everywhere except North America, football equals soccer. I'm great with that. I'm fine, but I'm saying look it up. You look it up in the dictionary, and soccer is played with a round ball with octagonal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that. I was like, that's soccer. Football is played with. There you go. See, that's the rules. Aussies are funny people. I was watching a video my sister sent me, and this guy was like, if you ever wonder how hot the Australian sun is out here, and he had put just water on these, like, this has not even been turned on. It was a grill. It's not even been turned on, and it was sizzling. And you see him, he reaches out and he puts his hand down on this countertop. He's like, that's metal too. It's all metal. It's all metal. It burned the shit out of his hand. Still dictionary. There's American dictionary. That's the only one that counts. That's the one that matters. I don't use British pounds. Why would I use a British dictionary? Just telling you. It's in the dictionary. I didn't say what dictionary it was in. I'm just saying it's in the dictionary that way. Need more LFL. I don't know what that is. I heard that the XFL is coming back. That'll be fun. That was interesting. I like the XFL. I was watching that game with 2A Dave, and I was like, these rules are stupid. Like, oh, that's not complete. I was like, did he have a hold of the ball? Yeah. Did he cross the line? Yeah. Then he's fucking got the ball. Like, oh, he had to take 2 steps, and he moved it a little bit. I was like, who fucking can? Like, I got news for you. If I'm running and I got a ball, I'm moving that motherfucker. Oh, he moved the ball while he was running and he didn't have 2 steps. I'm like, this is stupid. That's one of them R words you're not supposed to say on YouTube. Well, if she is in Japan, I could understand that. Oh, you're talking arena football. Arena football. I've been to an arena football game. That's fun. You're talking about a 50-yard that's only 50 yards? Whoo! Because they played it in arenas because they couldn't have it was done in different arenas. And it was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. There was some brutal hits that got laid out in arena football. That's because nobody's as tired as they would be if you're running a full 100-yard dash. Like you live near Paris. Hell, we got Paris out here too. Peris, Paris Auto Speedway. I'm taking the boys up there. We're gonna watch a race before too long. Is it still? Oh, I don't know. Arena football killed some poor dude. It doesn't surprise me. It was a rough game. I'll tell you what I saw not too long ago was the lingerie football league, and I was like, I think there you go. Yeah, I was like, I think that's what Jay was talking about. Yeah, lingerie football league. I stumbled across that by accident. I was like, what have I found? I'm oddly intrigued. Paris is whole. Paris is actually a really nice place. I don't know when you were there, but they've got all these new housing subdivisions up there. The Farmers Fairgrounds out there at the Paris Auto Speedway. That is the nicest racetrack in Southern California. Like the only place you're going to find it's as nice is if you go out to Tucson for Copper on Dirt, or if you go all the way up to San Fran area. There's a racetrack above there. That's Colton's here. At any rate, you got to drive pretty far to find it. You got to drive real far to find a racetrack that's better than the one we got here in Paris at Paris Auto Speedway. And it's 98 miles one way from my house to the racetrack. I can drive up and back on a half a tank of gas. It's nice up there now. And like I said, that racetrack is nice. Irwindale Raceway is cool, but it's not a dirt track. It's concrete. I've been to Irwindale. I have an Irwindale. You probably saw it. I have an Irwindale can koozie that I use on the channel here, and I have Irwindale Raceway T-shirts and stuff. The daughter and I won free tickets to go watch sprint cars on pavement. The USAC CRA sprint cars on pavement. It was fun. We had a blast. Just me and her. Drove up there, got a free ticket. It's off the 405 up there. It was fun. I think it's already closed. I think when we were up there, I thought they said that was the last time they were going to run sprint cars on it. And the following weekend, we won tickets again because they had a raffle up there. And my daughter and I won tickets to the NASCAR trucks that were running there at Irwindale. And then I think they said that was the last time we were going to run sprints. And they only had 2 more races scheduled for the NASCAR trucks. So I think if anything's still open at Irwindale, it's the quarter-mile track of 605. That's right, 605. So I know that the quarter-mile track is still open up there at Irwindale. So I wish I had the one off 91 and 110. I wish they had still had the one off 91 and 110. It would have been in my backyard. Going to MotoGP in Austin. I never got into some of the the MotoGP and Monster Jam and stuff like that. I have seen them set stadiums up for Monster Jam, and it's pretty cool. The time lapse of them taking. Oh, sorry guys, sorry I bumped the microphone. The time lapse of them taking a basketball. Ascot has been closed. Ascot was closed before I ever made it back stateside. I've never been to Ascot. Ascot was closed before I ever even got out here to San Diego. So my buddy Clint's been to Ascot a couple times. So drinking lemonade. Yeah, it was Ascot Park. Yo, what's up, Mikey Micarta? You've got, like I said a bunch of times, you have got the coolest logo for a YouTube channel logo. MotoGP is the auto speedway bike thing. I don't watch open wheel unless it's on dirt. I don't watch NASCAR very often anymore. I used to, but then I really got into the sprint car stuff. I gotcha. I like the Isle of Man race. That is nuts. That is insane. We watched them do that. Thanks. You had to switch it up. No, you had that one before. You had that one. That was the same one you had before. Oh, I'm thirsty. I am not gonna lie. So Dave came over. Dave came over and we had, oh, that's what it was, Mikey's Knives. I forgot. So Dave comes over and we got a 12-pack of Victoria, and I don't drink very often these days. I had like one sip of whiskey at the knife show, and the time before that I drank was when Elliot was on the live feed. So I don't drink. It just screws my stomach up. It bothers me. It's not the old man thing. I just like, there's some I would much rather. I love watching college basketball. I love watching college basketball. I love watching college football. I just don't like all the political shit in professional sports. I absolutely watch college sports. So it's not, that's not an statement. I absolutely do I'll tell you what, if my wife was still playing softball, I would go. I used to go every Tuesday to watch my wife play softball, just because I enjoyed it and had fun, and I'd hang out and just just have fun. And but we get so much politics on our day to day. That's why I don't like it here. That's why I don't talk about it. And sports, like watching Pittsburgh Steelers play. That was like my reprieve from all the other bullshit was in the world. But now I gotta fucking see all that shit when I fucking log in and watch, or when I click on and watch a sporting event. I'm like, I don't fucking want that. So I watch college games, because usually, bro, the beard is getting to legendary stages. It's getting there. So my beard is way longer than it looks. It honestly is. It's about that long right there. But the problem is that my beard is curly. So by the time it gets down here, it's going to be like clear down to my waist. Because when I stretch, if I pull on it, and I don't even have to pull, like I'm just barely pulling, it's got an extra, what, 2 or 3 inches on it. I don't mind watching golf. Tell you, I don't mind watching. I've watched golf since I was a kid. I literally have watched golf since I used to love watching golf when I was a kid. I watch any sports pretty much, but I get so fed up with the bullshit that you got to deal with to watch it. And then, like I said, shit like, hey, she refused to stand for the Black Anthem, and I'm like, well, you guys refused to stand for the national anthem, so what's the fucking big deal? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't think that's a problem. Some awesome stuff. Well, it's been raining here. Oh, Dave came down for Sunday. It wasn't even supposed to rain. So it was supposed to rain Saturday, and then we were like, nope, it's not going to rain. And then we got a thing, and it wasn't even supposed to rain Sunday at all. Like, I looked, I'm like, yeah, it's not supposed to rain. Dave and I opened the garage door for him to leave. It was pouring, and it's raining now, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And I'm like, what in the fuck? We didn't have any thunder though. I think God knows that thunder will scare scare the folks out here in San Diego. But I've been I love sumo. That's one of my favorite things. So when we spend time, when I was stationed close to my in-laws in southern Japan, we would go almost every weekend to my in-laws' house. I love my in-laws. We would go every Friday night. And we'd drive up Friday night, and we would stay until like 4 o'clock Sunday morning. And then I would just basically drive straight home, get home in time to change and go to work. And so my father-in-law and I would just watch sumo. We'd just watch sumo and watch Japanese baseball and shit like that. It's fun. I love spending time with. But yeah, I watch sumo constantly. It is so much fun. I actually went to sumo with my father-in-law. We went to the actual arena in Fukuoka and watched a tournament. I went to K1, which is Japanese kickboxing. We went a couple times. I went a couple times with my friends, and the wife and I went with some friends once or twice. I can't remember. I went to Pride. I watched Pride Fighting Championships. Went to that. Got tickets because you get tickets for that shit on base cheap. I never think of sumo wrestling. Sumo wrestling is great. It is an event. Like I think the only time I've gotten drunk was when I went squid fishing. I was squid fishing with my father-in-law, and we were drinking imo soju, which is it's made from sweet potatoes. Imo soju. Holy shit, it is so strong. And we drank, and I was so sick. We were catching squid and cutting it up and eating it like sashimi style on the ship in its own ink. And it was I loved it. It was delicious. But I drank so much. I don't get seasick, but I definitely got sick, and I threw up in the parking lot. It was all black. And it's because I just ate too much squid and drank too much. You got one of those? No, we don't. They're expensive. They are like $600-700 for a Japanese style toilet. But yeah, squid fishing's fun. What else? My father-in-law and I have done a bunch of stuff together. But yeah, every year, if you go in the summer to visit my in-laws, when you go in the summer during Obon, which is a festival of dead, everybody's off for like, there's two big periods throughout the year. You have Golden Week, which encompasses some of the holidays. Are like that's a big one. Obon, and you have New Year's. Those are the three big holidays, and like basically all those holidays that we get throughout the year, they kind of just crush them together into little groups, and they don't get days off for anything else throughout the year. And so when we would go in the summer to visit, we would go during Obon Festival, which is Festival of Dead, and we would be there. But that's also the same time that they have the college or the high school tournaments all over. Like every high school in Japan gets a chance to enter the tournament, play on professional professional baseball fields. They basically like they get to go and be the stars, and like the stadiums are fucking packed. Like these kids are playing in front of like capacity crowds at a professional baseball stadium. And these kids go out there and they fucking play so hard, and they're like crying if they lose. They're crying. They're putting handfuls of dirt from the ball diamond in their bag, because like that's the only chance they may ever have to set foot on a professional baseball diamond. And it is an epic tournament. And I'll tell you this, I don't even fucking like baseball, and I will sit and just watch it with my father-in-law, drinking beer at the cabin up on the mountain, just fucking sitting in the air conditioning, listening to the fucking cicadas outside, just fucking drinking beer and watching fucking baseball with my father-in-law. It's fucking great. Especially even more so now that my father has passed away. Like that, because I don't have a father anymore. I got my father-in-law, and he's getting old too. They're trying to come visit, by the way. How was the knife show? The knife show was great. The big thing about a knife show, and I'm going to tell you, this is the greatest thing about it. It's not the knives. It never is. I've seen all those knives, with some exceptions. You know, the new stuff from America or American, the mini, what did he call it? It's the mini ultimatum, stuff like that. It's there's some stuff that I got to see that was new and was cool, but that's not why I go. I go because I get to see people that I only get to see once a year. You know what I mean? It's always the people that are there that you get to spend the time with. Tom Mayo, Bob Terzuola, fucking Foster, hanging out with Mummert, and going over and talking with the guys that I know at different tables, and talking with Brandon over at Melio Kitchen Knives. it's always fun. It's just even if I don't get any content for the show, I still have a good time. So, do you see? I don't remember. I don't think I did. Knives are fun, but seeing everyone is the best part. Was hanging out with you and Matt. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I didn't get to spend a lot of time with Nico because Nico was working and I was filming. And I was talking, like, I could talk to Nico. I literally, like, if I just get a wild hair up my ass, I just drive to Nico's house. Like, I could say fuck it tomorrow. I could say fuck it tomorrow and say, hey man, I'm gonna come up and crash on your couch, and just fucking drive up to Nico's house. Or I could just drive to Nico's house in the morning and head back in the evening. It's literally a 2-hour drive. So no, Tom had a table, and Tom was busy. He was selling some stuff. And I didn't get to spend as much time with Tom this time. Now, what happens on the fall show is Tom usually sets up a table for the Friday night fair, like the TKI thing. And then he sells everything that night, and then he comes in the next day and just hangs out. That's much more likely that I'm going to hang out with Tom. Going to have to hit a knife show in the US sometime. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I will probably. Hey, what's up, Jay Dizzle? I think someone was just talking about you. I think you're close on that one because there's a G in there, because I used to call it megalo knives, but it's Melio. I think that you guys are going to get some more knife show content. I'm going to definitely get with Matt again. There's a knife show called the Brea Knife Show here in like 2 weeks, and I think Matt and I might go to that one. Who's that talking smack? No, they were saying something about scales. Scales. I'll show you something cool. Okay, I'm going to show you something cool. So you're going to. This isn't knife show stuff. This came from Spitfire Customs. As soon as I remember where I put it someplace. Give me a second. It's right there. There she is. So this is going to provide me with 2 separate videos. 2 separate videos, and I have managed to misplace. It's here somewhere, but I have managed to misplace the Magic live feed knife. I think it's in a box that got carried upstairs and put in the storage above the closet. I think I accidentally threw that in there. But so you guys know what knife this is, I would hope. This is a Cold Steel Black Bear Hunter. And the cool thing about this is it looks like a drawn out clip point blade, but technically it's a dagger because it's sharp on both sides. It's a little dangerous. It's a sub hilt. This is an awesome, awesome knife. Always wanted one of these. This is not mine to keep. I would love it. Phil Savage. Why, thank you. Thank you for that. This is the other thing. So these knives no longer come with a sheath like this. And there's a guy that absolutely has duplicated the original sheath. No, this is San Mai. You see the San Mai on both sides? This is San Mai. And so this is a newer. It's a newer Black Bear Classic, but the guy duplicated the old sheath for this, and it's awesome. It even has the ring. So you have a snap there and there, and that is a mean looking motherfucker right there. No, it's not a Dundee knife. It's not a Dundee knife. I want one of these. I want one of these so bad, and I just can't justify it. I just can't justify the price. I really can't. And the whole thing is I wouldn't use it. You like the hat? Well, if you like the hat, well, hell, let's just change this all the way up like that. There you go. If you like the hat that much, is that better? So it's beast. And this thing is awesome. And I'm gonna do a video. I mean, like, I want you to think, like, I'm a big dude. That is a big knife. So I'm gonna have to. So we're gonna have a video about the knife itself, and we're also gonna have a video about the sheath. So, who did the sheath? I can't think of the guy's name. I cannot think of his name, but he did an amazing job. I've seen these in the old leather sheaths that they used to come in, and this is what they look. Came from Spitfire. Spitfire, what's the guy's name that did the sheath? I can't think of his name. Michael something. Spitfire. It doesn't matter. I can't afford to buy anything right now. I like literally. My daughter's getting ready to start. She's getting back into skating competitively, and that means that, like, that's why I'm saying I'm going to push the membership drive stuff, because there you go, Michael Spangers, Michael Spandex, Michael Spanch. I don't know if that's correct, but yeah, I can't. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to sell some knives. Because I need to for some stuff. I mean, I got a couple knives that I could sell that I don't ever carry. I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of seeing some of them in every fucking video. So I'm gonna get rid of some of the stuff that doesn't ever get pocket time. I know it's correct. I thought it was weird when you sent it to me the first time, and I was like, okay. But it is I can joke about the name, but there is no doubt that is a quality fucking sheath. And you know how when good leather smell, like, that smells so good. It smells like saddle leather. You're like, wow, that is quality. It smells like a saddle. So if you know the quality leather, that really good smell, saddle leather, fuck, it smells so good. It smells like tack room on the farm when I was growing up. You go in a tack room where all the saddles were. And the saddles would be on sawhorses. You keep them. You'd like have to go in and take care of them, keep them all oiled up and everything. And they smelled so good. Yes, Fair and Forged knives, Paul. That's what I'm talking about. I have 2 of them that I'm planning on selling. Oh boy. So, like I said, you're gonna be the first to hear it. I have not done this yet. We have not echo chambered the Eric Oaks Solar Storm yet. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna pull up the echo chamber. Let's get this pulled up. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong knife. Here it is. Let's hear the detent. Oh, that's good. Now we're back. We're back to normal. I haven't rung a bell very much tonight. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I like this a lot. This is probably, it's pretty far up there. That's pretty far up there on a list of things that I really like coming back from a knife show with me. I did not buy anything. I did come back with like 9 knives, but I didn't buy anything. I had no intention of buying. I have no intent on buying anything for a very long time. Stuff is coming in for review. There's no need for me to buy stuff. There's stuff coming in and filtering through. That's the whole. I did buy a knife technically, but that's because the company sent me the money to buy it because they want me to test it. So But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff from CGRB. Now, this stuff, I don't know if you guys know this, a lot of that stuff that you wind up seeing that comes in, like 99% of the stuff you wind up seeing on the channel, it goes right back where it came from. Most of the stuff comes from Jared. Stuff that comes from Artisan is either given to me. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it as giveaway because, I mean, unless it's something that really, really strikes my fancy. A lot of times Russ will be like, just keep it, do whatever you want. But the stuff that's here right now, all has to go back. Like it all has to go back with the exception of shit, the Nebulax. So, there was a couple things that I would have bought. Like if I was independently wealthy, there was some stuff that I would have fucking bought. I absolutely would have. But you know, I mean, I'm out of room for knives anyway. Like I honestly, I'm not joking. I have my cases are full. I have no more room for knives, and I've reached that. But I said when these 3 cases get full of folding knives, I'm done. And I have folding knives that are in other places. So technically I'm well past the capacity of my cases. And when you talk about fixed blades, I have an entire milk crate full of fixed blades and an entire cabinet full of fixed blades and an entire shelf full of fixed blades. I have more fixed blades than any 4 people should ever own. So all these things that I say I want, they're just want things. They're not things I need. Like, it's not like I have no use for them. Do I want them? Yeah, I would love to have one of these. No need for it. This, however, I absolutely see a need for this. I'm going camping with Matt up in the desert. This would be good to have around. I'm doing a lot of stuff that I would use this for. This is not just. I'm gonna tell you, this thing is really versatile. I have cut up a bunch of cardboard. 2A Dave saw me doing it. This was cut in cardboard, and I did some food prep stuff with this. Do I have a Melio in the kitchen? No, I don't. I'll tell you why. Even if I did, you wouldn't be able to see it. You know why? There's a reason why that I don't have any other kitchen. I get stuff from Dollstrong. Dollstrong sponsors the channel pretty much. I get a lot of stuff from them. And if you guys if you guys are looking for kitchen stuff, use my affiliate link with Dollstrong and check them out because they've got some really good stuff. I'm not trying to say that they're on the same level of quality as a lot of other companies. I'm telling you, they stand by their warranty. All the stuff they sent me has been sent from Amazon, has not been sent like, oh, we're going to pick out the best thing for him. Nope. It's all just been from Amazon, from their Amazon store. It gets sent to me. And so I have had 0 issues with any of this stuff they sent me, and it's all been really good. I would love to have a Melio, but they're just outside of my price range. And the fact is, I don't need anything that's super nice. I've got good kitchen knives on top of the fact that I have the Dollstrong stuff. I have nice kitchen knives. I've always had good kitchen knives. It's an essential tool, and if you're going to have an essential tool, you should probably get quality ones. Which there's a lot of people like, Dollstrong, nah, I was like, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, like the only people I ever hear that from are, well, Brandon over at Melio. So, but something like this, I absolutely can see the value in this. This is something that is handy. As you know, I can feather stick with this, so I can chop up some kindling and I can do some feather sticking with this. And from what I've seen so far, it strops up pretty quick. So yeah, I can absolutely see the value in that. So it's going to get put through its paces. Joe Flowers knows when it comes to bushcraft stuff. Joe Flowers knows his shit. He really does. Get Sea Snake, yeah. Get Sea Snake. Use one of my affiliate links for Sea Snake. If one of my let's see here. Let me look at my videos. I'll give you a link to a Sea Snake. I can do that as we speak. I am getting you. Here is Here's a link to the sea snake. Right there. To Agave. Dave saw it. That hat, that little tomahawk thing is really sharp, and it works. It works really well. It works really well. And if you don't have that link here, you can always just go find it in any of my videos. I like the black handled. I like the black handle, black bladed version of it. I think that the sea snake looks really good all blacked out like that. I'm a fan of anything all blacked out. Like, you want to sell me a knife, just like, hey, we murdered it out. I'm like, sold. Or put my card on it. Oh, okay. So see, you changed the see, those were limited edition. There's only 60 of those with those. That's like those guys that get the that's like the guys that get the really rare finish on a Fair and Forge Fortis, and then they do a stonewash tumble on it. Like, bro, there was only 10 of those. There was only 10 of those that were done that way. I've got one of them. I think our friend Luke Albert has 2 or 3 of them, and I think most of them have been refinished. Like, people are like, "Oh, I refinished it." I'm like, I didn't just buy one that had the finish you wanted. Like that, those ones are rare. There's only 10 of them. Well, I didn't say you shouldn't use it. I was joking, to tell you the truth. Plus, he got it for free. Like, it's not like he's out anything. I'm just kidding. You're not out anything. You got it for free. It was a giveaway, man. It was a giveaway. I want a Demco 80-20.5 murdered out. I don't like most of the 80-20.5s. I like the 80-20. And then the only one I like is the titanium and 3V sheep's foot, Warncliffe, whatever the fuck you want to decide you want to call that blade shape, that Matt has in titanium. That is very, very similar in the fidgety feel of all of the ones that oh, I'm so tired. Okay, think it's really similar to the ones that I've seen, the original ones. Like the one Jared sent me. I didn't like the first 80-20.5s that I saw, the clip point ones that had the plastic like the FRN handles, and I was like, they just felt cheap. They didn't have the same feel. Yeah, bro, I was just joking with you, bro. I like that was not me being serious. Have I handled the newer 80-20 slim models in good steel? No, I haven't. I really haven't. And unless one comes in, I'm probably not going to. So there's a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a lot of times that you'll have something, you'll get to see something, and then you see the newer version of it. You're like, I'm stoked to see the newer version of it. You get the newer version, you're like, I'm kind of disappointed. I really am pretty disappointed in this. It's happened with several things. I love my Mordax. And then the button lock Mordaxes came out, and I'm like, you know what? These feel cheap. I know they're not. I know they're quality, but compared to, let me just get it. Let me get it. We'll go ahead and talk about it. The Mordax, the button lock Mordax with the aluminum scales, I'm like, it just does not have. There's just something to that no matter how nice that button lock one is, it's never going to be this. I love the pocket clip on this. I love the hardware. I love the hardware color. I like to finish the blade, and it just doesn't sound like that. You know what I mean? It just feels different. It sounds different. Everything about it's different. And it's because it was hand tuned. I'm not going to try and say it's all handmade, because they got the parts in and then they assembled the knives, but they tuned everything. Everything was set, and it is as good as that's going to be. A production knife no matter how the company does it, a production knife is never going to feel as good as the custom version or the mid-tech version. I have a sea snake. I won it on Maddie's live feed from Bama Ninja. Yeah, I heard you say that. Jeff, what are you saying, Jeff? Jeff, what's under 100? Yeah, I could check one out. A lot of times though, that when a knife gets skinny, like if it doesn't fit my hand right, I find it disappointing. Which is very surprising, as thin as this is, how much I love it, but it's because it's broader this way. So if you're gonna have a knife that's thin this way, it's got to be broad this way, or it's not gonna fit your hand right. Good jimping. I love everything about this knife, except the goddamn put a fucking hole in it, fucking lanyard hole in it. I don't get it. I don't get it. What's this? Sea snake only 40. Of course, we should have one. I don't know. I'm not. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's probably a good thing, because that was my big complaint. That was my big complaint with them when I saw them, was that the blade stock was really thick. They were good knives, but they were just like everything. It was like, I can't believe you don't like the Code 4. And I'm like, I don't like big, thick knives like that. Like, they're not. What's only $40? Oh, I see. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm on the right frequency now. I got to see Nico's, and I realized real quick that I have sharpened the shit out of mine, because Nico's has got a good bit more blade than mine does. Mine has a significant more recurve than his does, because mine's been used a lot. So yeah, no, I got it now. I figured it out. I know it takes a while for you guys to filter it through it, and like I see the comment, and sometimes. So I don't know if you guys know this. So I just checked it. There's about a 15-second delay. I didn't realize this, because when I went over to drop the comment, like, about when I dropped the purchase link for this knife, which is still up there. If you guys are trying to get one of these, please use the purchase link that's in the comments section. It was playing, and I realized it was playing, like it was talking, and I was like, I'm not talking. And I was like, oh shit, it's like a 15-second delay. So let's see here. What is this? Arrowhead guy. That's what I was wondering. My dream knife is Demko 8020 custom with tie and G10 scales. I'm wondering if the slim is just as good as the regular for strength. I'm going to tell you guys something. Like Elliot and I were talking about this, and I was talking about this with John Gray, because John Gray's knives are super thin. And he was like, here's the thing. Steel's strong. Like, that's been the big misconception. That's why there's so many overbuilt knives. And those mid-techs that John Gray had that I showed in the short are ridiculously thin. He goes, people just immediately think, oh, it's thin, so it's weak. It really isn't. Steel is still steel, and it's still going to be pretty strong. You can get pretty thin and still have a very, very strong blade, as long as you're not fucking like torquing on it and shit. And if you see somebody doing that with a knife, you need to slap the shit out of them anyway. If you see somebody like cutting and like torquing on shit, and you just like fucking reach back as far as you can, and then take 2 steps back, and then run in and hit them as hard as you can. Just slap the ever living shit out of them. Be like, what the fuck are you doing? That's a knife, not a pry bar, not a fucking screwdriver. Get the right fucking tool. That's what you should do. And so I mean, like you're not giving anything up, really. Like dire wares. I'm gonna tell you what, these dire wares, those great big massive overbuilt dire wares, those fucking things are so thin behind the edge. Like, they're ground really fucking thin. Midnight here. All right. Yeah, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. There's 45 people here, and I can tell you, well, there's 42 likes. Should I like my own? You know what? Fuck it. I like my own. Is it wrong to like your own video? Yeah. And then he really started getting away from that. And now his grinds are thin as fuck because he realized a lot of it was Elliot was doing stuff in some steels that was like cantankerous and he didn't want extra heat. But also he also will tell you, he's like, yeah, I was under a misconception. The thicker, it's more robust. And he goes, but when you get down to it, steel. And that's what Elliot and I were talking about. And Elliot is famous for some pretty thick grinds up until about the time he did the Archbishop. I want to say the Archbishop was when he really started to thin out the grinds. And then after that, they got even thinner. The Archbishop was one of the thinner ones he did. And it's still kind of thick compared to a lot of them, but it's kind of thick. No, it doesn't work like that. My views don't count for monetization. My views don't count for ad revenue. I can't watch my own videos for monetary financials. Does not work that way. It's against the rules. But yeah, this was one of the first thin ones they did, and it's pretty thin. I mean, it gets thick back here. It's still really thick blade stock, but it comes down to a really nice thin edge. And it's robust. God damn, this thing is sharp. Holy shit. Oh, 4max. I can't take the 4max. It's just like, I was like, these days you hand me something like even my old school Ferrum Forged knives. There's a lot of times I'm like, I can't, this is too thick. Like it is too hard to do what I want with it. This they did ridiculously thin. Still thick blade stock, but it transitions down. This is really, really thin. What's that? It's not an insert. There's no insert in that. That is a textured area of material that Elliot then anodized green. So we're on a green screen. It doesn't show up. So Howard K, first time here. Well, welcome to the live feed. We got like 20 minutes left. So, but it's not an insert. It's actually just textured because the whole thing's titanium. So they ceramic coated it, and then Elliot taped off and sealed that all off, and then he textured all this, and then they anodized it green. Ferrum Forged Knife Works. This is the Archbishop. This is the OG Archbishops. Pocket clip is the same. And this thing is so broken and buttery smooth. Big forward choil to get up on. It's just a good looking knife all around. I love this knife so much. This is one of my favorite knives of all time. So, let's talk. Okay, you guys are talking about those. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to run this live feed late tonight. This is I'm going to stop right at the 2-hour mark because I am tired. I haven't taken. I had intended. I said I was going to take time off last week because I was like, well, I'm going to work Saturday and then I'm going to film Saturday, and I know I'm going to edit on Sunday because I want the video up Monday. Well, I did that, but I also didn't take I was like, I'll take Thursday or Friday. So Thursday, I was like, I'm going to take day off, and I didn't. I had stuff I had to do. Then Friday, I wound up going to Tino's house, and then I was fighting with the internet, and then I worked all day Saturday or Friday, and then so I'm at the knife show, and I worked the whole time, and I didn't hit the devil's lettuce. I didn't drink. I didn't even eat really until we got done. I didn't drink any water. The only thing I had in me was coffee and NOS, and I finally drank a glass of water, and then drove all the way home, got home at like 11-ish. And then I edited a lot of the fucking video because if you watch the video, it is so hard to film at a knife show. This new software is amazing. It cleaned up all the audio issues. You could barely tell I was in a convention. It was loud there too. It was really loud. And came out nice and clear. So I got all that done because Dave was coming on Sunday. And then I filmed 3 15-minute videos and 1 3-minute video today, edited and uploaded them to the channel. So yeah, Dave heard it. I showed him the raw footage compared to the edited footage. He was like, holy crap, like it's so much better. So yeah, it made a night and day difference. I'm trying to, and then of course we're going to talk about Fair and Forges. Vu fam got to see this one. Couple guys at the show. Darth BMX. I got to meet Darth BMX. I'm sorry he's not here. I got to meet Darth BMX and his kid. It was fun. It's fun. He's a really good dude. And he got to handle this and take a look at it. And he was like, wow, that is like it. Like you get to see this knife, but you don't like it is so smooth. It might not be fall shut, but there's zero friction in this knife. And so yeah, people got to see that. People got to see the Norseman. I will tell you guys, I am planning. Hey, what is this? Giggle Grass went full legal in Missouri early. Yeah, that's what my buddy's dad was telling me. Giggle Grass went. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to kick out. Giggle Grass went full legal in Missouri earlier this month. Got 2 dispensaries within a block of my house. So awesome. Yeah, it's great. And now, apparently, from what I saw, oh, there you are. You are here. Brad, new member. Brad, I will post up a link to the Gilded server if you can't find it. There should be one. If you go to the Gilded server and find just the members only stuff, you'll find a link to the Gilded server. Yeah, so Darth is here. He got to see it. This is fun. But what I was saying is apparently now the whole rule against pew-pews is going out the window because they're like, okay, the Supreme Court decision on this, you have to show historical precedent. And back then, everybody grew it, everybody smoked it, everybody used it, and they still could have their pew-pews. So there's no historical reason for it until the 60s. And they're like, that doesn't fuck fly. And so now all those guys that like you can't have a firearm because you smoke the devil's lettuce. They're like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't take a certain sector of the public's rights away from them. So I was like, cool. Yeah, there's Darth. Let's see, was this 2A Dave? The 8010 is the only Demco we don't have. Same here in New York State. The sticker stores on every corner. Loophole is that they sell you a $30 sticker and the 8th is just a gift. I will tell you that's how gambling works in Japan. If you go to a pachinko parlor, you get your trays of balls, you go and you cash them in, and then you get a gift. And so you get a chocolate bar, or you get an ink pen, or something like that. And then you take it outside and walk right into the parking lot, and there's a booth out in the parking lot, and you slide your gift underneath the thing. It's a completely different area, different part of the thing, different part. It's like it's separate from the store. You give them the gift, you slide it under the door, under the thing, and they slide you back your money. And I was like, well, isn't that clever? And then I watched the guy eat a $700 candy bar because he didn't know that's what he had gotten. Is Japanese steel the best? No, it's not. It's not. That's why I'll explain this again. So they use a type of steel that comes from black sand ores. It gets turned into the bloom that's called tamahogany. It has 2 different types. You can look at it and you see high carbon, low carbon. And what they do is they take that steel and they separate out the high carbon parts from the low carbon parts, the parts that are going to be harder and make your cutting edge from the parts that can be your jacket steel for sanmai, because it's the original sanmai. And then they take that and they fold that steel, and the folding breaks down it gets all of your impurities out of the steel. It comes surface, comes slag. It's actually horrible steel. The only reason they've ever even folded it was to bring the impurities to the surface and even to equalize the carbon content between the pieces. So you'll make your piece that's a low carbon steel, you'll stretch it out, and then you take your block and you fold it, and then you put it together, and then you hot cut a groove in it, and you put in your piece of quality steel at the very front edge, and then you fold that and fold that and fold that. And typically you don't have to, like, oh, it's a million folds. It really isn't. It wasn't folded a million times. It's exponential. 1 turns to 2, turns to 2, turns to 4, 4 turns to 16, 16 turns to, you see what I'm saying? It exponentially. So that doesn't have to be that many folds. It's the way that they equalized the carbon content and got out the impurities and took what was a very inferior steel and turned it into a usable, workable product. What was really cool about it was they figured out the differential hardening. So you have the front part of the blade that you want to get hard. So use a thin layer of clay on it to insulate it, or almost no clay, just enough to keep it from cracking. And they use a heavy coat of clay on the back part. And so what happens is you quench that, and that front edge gets stupid hard. And then the clay in the back insulates it, and the spine cools slower, so it stays softer. And as it's cooling, it contracts, and that's what gives the blade the curve. So basically what they did was the differential temper. That's what made their stuff so good, because now you have a resilient edge, super strong edge. But if you had done the whole blade at that hardness, it would crack. So now you have a spine that is flexible, that protects, that holds, that will accept the force of the blow and not let the blade crack. So you might get chips at the very front, but you're not going to break your blade in half. That's what they did. Those two things together, folding the steel to bring the impurities to the surface and equalize the carbon content, and then the differential hardening, which gave you a hard edge and then a softer spine, is what they did that made it amazing. It wasn't the steel, it was the technique. It didn't stop me from carrying 3 different didn't stop me from carrying 3 different knives on my belt in the outback town I lived in near, and got supplies from the local sergeant knew me. So, same, bro, preach it. Oh, that I know. I lived in Japan for 13 years. I studied so many things about how Japanese swords are made, how they're sharpened, how they're polished. They're not actually sharpened or polished, how it works, and the things about it, because I was passionate about it. I was taking Japanese swordsmanship. I wanted to know everything I could about it. And so I did a lot of studying. So even down to the guy that makes a sword isn't the guy that polishes it. The guy that polishes the sword and gives it the edge is not the guy that makes the fixtured hardware for the handles. It's 3 separate jobs. But if you watch a movie, one guy's doing all of it. And I was like, I got news for you. It took each one of those people an entire lifetime to learn that skill. That's why it's specialized. The sword polisher took him his entire life to learn that. Sword maker took him his entire life to learn that. The handle maker, the guy that makes the scabbard and all the furniture and all that stuff is I don't think anybody removed anything. There was probably something in your comment that YouTube filters my comments, not just me. So I don't know. But like I said, there's keywords that YouTube filters. And okay. Maybe I make this clear. I had to increase the strictness on this because there's people coming in here and just want to cause trouble. So I increased the strictness, and there's only 2 settings. It's either be strict on the comments or be stricter on the comments. There isn't like I can pick and choose like levels. There's 2 levels. There's 1 or 2. There was too much shit that was making it through, like the adult site stuff that was making it through. So I went to stricter. So I don't know what words they ban. I don't know what they block. So I don't have anything to do with it. There are keywords that I picked that are in that you can't put in, but like none of them would have anything to do with Australia. I think some people who are new to your channel don't realize the extent of your nice knowledge. I subbed years back because of your knowledge. I appreciate it. I don't make knives anymore, so I really don't indulge into that anymore. Teamwork to make the samurai work. Yeah, it was. Well, like I said, you had one guy that did one job, one guy that did another job, and one guy that did another. You very, very, very rarely. Obviously, I didn't ban anything from any country. Like, I don't know what. Okay, I don't know what was in your original comment because I can't see it because it didn't pop up and no one blocked it. Who makes the best knife steel? Depends on what you're looking for. Looking for bushcraft? Fucking probably probably Sandvik if you're looking for something like that. If you're looking for Sandvik, if you're looking for bushcraft stuff, probably Sandvik 14C, 12C. If you're looking for woodworking, whoever's making some of the better 1095, 1060, stuff like that. So, yeah, guys, if your comment gets banned, it's not like many of us are, unless somebody accidentally, clicked on your post, one of the mods accidentally clicked on it, no one actually did it. And like I said, I don't control what words that they ban. There's like 8 words that I have that I have blocked, and it's just specific things I don't want people to say. Prawn, you know what I mean by that. Pew pew, things like that. You know, when it starts, and any hate content. So any of that stuff, I don't know what they would have blocked. Because like I said, you either have strict comment regulations or stricter, and those are the two. And so I don't know. I really don't. But it's not that I'm trying to keep you from saying anything, Greg. The coolest samurai made, the high-level samurai made the revolving display case. History. I don't think they did. Yeah, I would say he's in is he in Kagoshima or Kumamoto? I can't remember where he's at. I can't remember which part of Japan. I know that he's either he is or he used to be. Oh, the clones. I still get so wound up about it because people still try to justify, well, I would buy a real Norseman. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. 1, you're not getting a quality product, and 2, you're fucking stealing by proxy. Yeah, if I catch you with a counterfeit knife in your pocket, I'm gonna call you out in front of everyone. Like literally, I catch you at a knife show. Let me see that knife, and I see it, and I was like, "Did you know this?" If you tell me, it's like, "Nah, I bought this. It was a gift from a buddy, or I bought this from a guy." And if you got ripped off, then I'm like, "Okay, that's bullshit." But if you're carrying it, I'm like, "Did you buy this on purpose?" Yeah. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out. And I'm gonna call other people over to ridicule you." And then I'm going to say, because I know so many knife makers, if I catch you with a fake Norseman, I'm going to fucking send you a picture I'm going to send a picture of you to John Grimsmo. Oh, Australia's nuts. Australia is Australia is a place that. No. I'm just saying I blocked some things. All hate speech. And then, because YouTube likes to just pick on stuff, and I'm like, okay, I just don't want the actual word for pew pews to be in the comment section. I really don't. And so I picked that. I picked certain words. Any of the stuff that would be, I just grouped hate speech all together. I don't want any of that on here. Even if YouTube would let me have it and still monetize me, I still wouldn't let you guys say it because it's bullshit. Bullshit. Do I hate people? Yes. Do I hate people because they are of a specific ethnic background, religion, or color or creed? No. I hate them because they're idiots. Like everybody I hate, it has nothing to do with the way they look, their religion, the language they speak, where they're from. None of that shit. It just is because I hate them because they're just garbage. That's it. So, see, you have to remember too, YouTube's going through some shit right now. Like I have so many notices that like, hey, this is wrong. We can't manage the count. Their AI is stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what. I tried dropping a super chat on one of Jared's live feeds the other day, and I was like, "Hey, don't forget to stop by the feed when you're done." I've done it 100 times, and it told me I said you have to re-edit that because it wouldn't let me post it. I'm like, yeah, this is ridiculous. So it could be one of many things. I don't know. I don't work at YouTube. If you could see my tweets that I send to team YouTube, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like no one's getting notifications, and every time I tell you guys I'm not getting, well, you'll have to reach out to your subscribers and tell them that they need to check the bell and check their subscription status and all that stuff. And I'm like, that'd be great. I'd do a comment post. I'd do a community post about that. If they were fucking getting notified of things that I did, that would work great. How convenient that the thing you want me to do is the thing that they can't get. Fucking guy is so mad. And don't get me wrong, I understand it's frustrating, but I want you to think about how frustrating it is for me. I want you guys to be able to say whatever the fuck you want. That's why I keep trying to get you guys to go follow me on. There are 45 people here. I guarantee none of them are subbed to me on Rumble. There are 45 people here that might be here every Friday night, every Monday night, every Wednesday night, and they're the ones like, well, you should go to another platform. I would, if you guys would follow me over there. Good for you. I mean, I can't do anything about it for you. Like that's not my problem. Really. I mean, I can't do anything. I can't do anything about it. Like I don't know what you want. I mean, I would love for you to stay. I'm not the one doing it. But content creators to even be, this is my job. I was just thinking about it. It's my job. Like for me to make money, I gotta walk that little line that YouTube completely like makes it gray and wants to throw sand all over so you can't see it. And like holding me accountable and saying it's my fault. Bro, I don't want to sound like Tim Pool and tell you to don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you, but like I can't do anything about it. Like I have to stay within the guidelines, and if that's how I have to stay within the guidelines, then that's the way I got to do it. I don't know if you've noticed all the shit that's been going on YouTube later. So, I'd love to have you stay. I'm not the one that blocked your comment. No one blocked your comment. Like you got your comment up twice. So I really don't see how that's snowflakey here. Like, you know, I'm like, how is that? How is that? I haven't rumbled yet. I shall endeavor to. Yeah, if you guys like, I don't even check. Like, I have had so many comments on Rumble on my videos that like, if I had had those comments here on YouTube, oh, that channel would have been that video would have been flagged. Like comments that are horrible. And I was just like, I don't care. I only take stuff down because like I just got to make sure that I got to make sure that I maintain this is my job. This is my income. So stop. Guys, here's the other thing. I don't want you guys to dogpile on somebody just because they want to leave. Let him leave. Leave it. Like, don't dogpile on him. He like that stuff. I don't want that either. That's the toxic shit I'm trying to avoid. I didn't say there was, Greg. Like, I'm not the one doing it. Neither are my mods. I guarantee it. Like, I am much more strict than my mods. I didn't even see your comment pop up and I see all of it. So just leave it, bro. If you want to stick around, bro, then that's fine. This is like arguing with my wife. Like, it's over. You got your comment out. Why are you still upset? Like, I really don't get it. I honestly don't. And I want you to stick around. I love all the people sticking around. But if that's the way you want to feel about the chat, then don't drop chats. Just watch the live feed. So yeah, I got other stuff to talk about. I would much rather talk about knife stuff. People are leaving. So like that, let me explain this to you, like, because I want you to stay, but I also don't want you to fuck this up for everyone. You see what I'm saying? Like, we went from when you started in the chat and I had to start talking about this to placate you. I literally went from 50 viewers to 40 viewers. And the only thing that changed was I was having to placate you in some way, rub your ego. Like, honestly, no one is stopping your comments. I have no idea. I have no idea what caused it. So just move on past it. You already got your comment out. Like, go to, if you want to get upset with somebody, go to YouTube, go to Team YouTube on Twitter and express your displeasure with them. It's not the creators' faults, guys. When you see this stuff, like creators, when that stuff happen, I don't know. Obviously, it's not. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on. So I'm not even going to address this anymore. So if you have a problem with the way these things are done, go hit up Team YouTube on Twitter and let them know that your displeasure with what they're doing, because it's not me and it's not my. They block some comments and no one knows why. Sometimes they'll block, like I said, they blocked a comment. I was trying to comment something on Jared's channel and it was innocuous. There was nothing there and it got blocked anyway. Why? You already got it through. I don't understand why. Why do you enjoy being angry? See? And now we're back up to 48. I'm just not going to do it. Got here late. What's the coolest thing at the knife show? The coolest thing I saw at the knife show. I saw Bob Truzola, the auto that ProTech had. I saw a Bob Truzola auto that they had, and it was gorgeous. It was done. It was engraved. It was Damascus blade, and it was it had a mother of pearl button. It was the auto. So, and I didn't even look at the price. I was like, how much would this cost? I was like, you know what? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. That would, I'm going to tell you right now, if I was independently wealthy, that knife would have went home with me in a heartbeat. Like, I would have absolutely taken that knife home with me. Bob was at CCKS. I didn't get to film anything with Bob. Bob was, Bob was talking with a bunch of his friends. Bob, I stood and talked with Bob and Tom Mayo and Kevin Foster for 20, 30 minutes. But I didn't film anything with Bob because I got news for you. I was talking with Bob and I think I might run this there's 50 people here. You guys want to run this for another 30 minutes? I'm not sleepy yet. I was talking with Bob. I think we're going to make a trip up to Bob's house here in the next couple of weeks. It might not necessarily even be anything making knives. It might just be going up and just talking with Bob and get some, like, just some sit down and talk to Bob and get some knowledge from Bob. I think that's probably the best thing I could do. My daughter, I want my daughter to go too, because Bob loves my daughter. He's only got to see her once, but he fell in love with her instantly. And I think he wants her to come up as well. I just subbed to your Rumble channel. I'll be watching your videos. Yeah. So guys, like, if I want you to watch them here because I get paid here, but having views over there and sharing with other people that I do have videos there. So if you like go over to Rumble and you want to playlist and play my stuff, so I get more views and stuff over there. Rumble's weird. I have not made a penny on Rumble, but pretty much everything I've done for the last 3 years, I think I went back 2 or 3 years, is duplicated over there. So yeah, I'm going to go up and film at Bob's. We are going to go film at Recon 1. I'm probably going to go film at Vegas Forge. Me and Matt, we're talking about that. Nico will probably come with us. We'll just get a cheap hotel room and just crash, even if I got to sleep on the floor in a hotel room. We're going to try and go to Vegas Forge and film there with Jesse. I think we're definitely going to Recon 1, which is San Fernando Valley. I'm definitely going up to ProTech. I talked with Dave. I don't know if you guys know this. I do know Dave from ProTech, the owner of ProTech. He's a great dude. I like Dave a lot. And I was like, hey, Dave. And he goes, what's up, Mike? And he's like, I haven't talked to you in a while. I was like, I said a couple things about your knives videos. I wasn't sure how you felt about it. He goes, I'm still making fucking money. I was like, okay, cool. So you're cool with it? He goes, yeah, you say whatever you want. Like, be honest. Like, if you don't like my knives, you don't like my knives. It just happens. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, how would you feel about me coming up to film at the shop? And he goes, oh, it'd be fucking great. He's like, get a hold of Matt. Get a hold of Matt or Moppy. And I was like, Moppy. He's like, yeah, Moppy. She's like my public relations I was like, why am I thinking like a new character from South Park? You got Tally, I don't know what's going on. And you got Moppy walking behind him cleaning up. And he goes, no, that's her name. M-A-P-I, Moppy. And I was like, okay. He said, but you can just talk to Matt. And so I was talking with Matt, their sales director. He was there at the show. And he goes, oh, yeah, just hit me up. And I was like, I got your card. And he's like, well, you've got my phone number too, because we've talked so many times. Do I collect straight razors? If you do, who has the best blades? Okay, I'm going to tell you that I would have to go and Fuji. Now, you're going to hate me for this. If you want the best straight razor you will ever get, you want to get a Japanese. It's a Western style. It looks like a German style straight razor. I have two of them. One is white, one's black. Same blade shape, same maker. One was the wife's grandfather's, and one she bought me as new old stock. You want a Tani Fuji. That's T-A-N-I, Tani Fuji, F-U-J-I, all one word, straight razor. And you want the broad one. And he made the best straight razors, hands down, ever. I have two of them. When I did shave, I shaved with them a lot. They were amazing. Cleanest, smoothest shave I ever had. The edge lasted well beyond any of the other straight razors I've ever owned. Like the white one, I used it for a year and a half before I had to sharpen it. Typically, you go 6 months. And I mean, like, I was like, it's not I was being kind to it. I was using it. I was shaved every day. I shaved every day except for just the little goatee. Little goatee. It's called a Van Dyke, actually. If you have the beard but no mustache, like the little chin beaver, that's called a goatee. If you have the mustache that comes down and combines into it, it's called a Van Dyke. Stop using those words wrong. Yes, Tani Fuji straight razors are amazing, but they're fucking expensive. And I mean like $300-$400, sometimes more. The one the wife got me was new old stock. It had not ever even been out of the box. Like the box was still sealed, and she paid $450 for it. It was a birthday present. So they are pretty fucking good. Let me see if I can find one. Let me see if I can find one for you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Tani Fuji razor. Tani Fuji razor. Tani Fuji #1 straight razor Kemisori rare. Let's see here. Okay, on eBay they have a Spalding Tani Fuji for $860. I'm going to share the screen with you. I'm telling you, they are not fucking cheap, but they are the best straight razor you're ever going to see. Yeah, if you want a Kamisori, I'm talking like, so Tani Fuji made Western style straight razors. A Kamisori is, if you're going to shave somebody else, it's great because it's got the chisel grind. It's only one side. It's a barber's razor. A Western razor is V ground and hollow, so you can shave your own face. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. He is, but Tani Fuji is dead. He passed away. So I'm going to show you this page. Share screen. Spalding. So this is a Spalding Japanese Tani Fuji. It's a Tani Fuji Spalding, and it is $860. So let's see. But like they are so thin. They're a double hollow, and I mean you can just feel it flex when you shave. But I guarantee this is a 60-year-old razor. That's brand new. That's new old stock. And there's the Tani Fuji logo on it. Let's see here. Can I get, yeah. There's the Tani Fuji logo. Right there. There we go. That's going to be an amazing straight razor. I'm telling you, it is elegant, and I guarantee that is cellulose. that has a cellulose handle. It's not plastic, it's cellulose. Sani Fuji's been dead for 20 years now. And some of his razors are just amazing. So yes, if you are looking for a straight razor, that's what I recommend. Like if you're looking for the best that you will ever get, that's what I recommend. You're not going to find one that's any better. Five Dora State is trying to get something taken down. I will take it. Did Greg leave? See, I don't understand why I get blamed. I don't understand why I suffer. That's the thing that irritates. I don't want to keep pinging on it because I know the 45 of you that are here, like he's still talking about it, but it just really does irritate me so badly that I'm held responsible because you couldn't get a comment in. Like I don't control what is and isn't coming up. I guarantee that I guarantee not a single one of my mods blocked anything about wanting to visit Japan. I have no idea why it kicked it down. What about production razors? I think Fissers Isard are some of the better ones, but if you want a good one, okay, I've noticed this. This is something I've noticed because I sharpen a lot of straight razors. I really do. Dovo, TI, and some of those other companies that have been around for a long time that were like the pinnacle of razors. The old guard, like they couldn't get anybody in. And when they did get people in, by that time, all the old guys that were there were leaving and there wasn't a lot of turnover time. And the quality of razors that are coming out of and I mean, I guarantee they're going to get better as those kids continue to practice and hone their craft making razors. As they continue to hone that craft, Dovo is going to come back because those guys are going to learn. And that's how the old guys learned. But no one was coming in. There was just a group of people that kept doing it until they got old enough that they're like, we're leaving. And when they hired new people, there wasn't a lot of time for training. I would say if you want a quality made straight razor, you're going to probably have to go with a custom. Now, I will tell you, Travis Wirtz, I've talked to him a bunch about this. I think Travis will still make, if you order from him, he will still make you a custom straight razor. I think he will. We talked about it. I talked with Travis about it I talked with Travis Wirtz on the phone, and I'm going to tell you right now, that dude, you think I'm high strung and over the top sometimes? Jesus Christ. I'm like, that dude has to start his day with like 3 pots of coffee. Like that's either that or meth. Like there's the only way that you can be that high energy all the fucking time. That dude is nuts. Like Jared Neves, he makes Jared Neves look like fucking nappy time, fucking yellow dog on the porch. And you guys know I love Jared, but Jared is just fucking all go, no stop. He's high energy all the time. Travis Wirtz makes Jared look like an old lazy yellow dog on the front porch on the front deck of a sheriff's station in an old Western movie. Travis Wirtz is a lot of fun to talk to, but Jesus Christ, you got to be ready. If you want a very, very good razor, Travis's razors are amazing. I think he still makes them. I'm not sure. He may or may not. But that would be my recommendation. Who do I watch the most? You want to know? You want to know who I watch the most? The Quartering. I don't watch knife content. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't watch knife content. If you guys had any idea how much work it is every day, Dave's seen it. My buddy Tino's seen it. Nico's seen it. It'll take, guys, I ate while I was editing. I literally had 15 minutes. I started at 7 o'clock this morning. I literally had 15 minutes. After I set this up, I had 15 minutes to myself and I watched 15 minutes of an episode of Star Trek sitting here waiting to start the live feed. I don't watch knife content. When I get done with this, I might play Red Dead Redemption for a little bit while I upload that last video because it's only going to take about 45 minutes. And I'm probably going to go to bed and I'm going to lay down and I'm going to take my first hit of weed of giggle grass at 10 o'clock at night. And I'm going to watch one episode, finish watching that episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. I go to bed. I get all told starting at 7:30 in the morning. I take a break to take my kid to school on Monday and Wednesday. So I get 30 minutes in the car with my kid and I come home. That's pretty much the only break I take until I eat at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then if it's a live feed day, I will, if it's a live feed day, I will stop so I have enough time to set up a studio, and then I'll probably finish after. And if it's not a live feed day, if it's like a Tuesday or a Thursday, well, you can ask the guys in the Gilded server. It'd be 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, well, I just finished refilming because that microphone I bought. Guys, I got to show you that. I am so sorry for the audio on some of those videos. Allow me to show you what happened. I got a microphone. I'm going to go get it. Hang on. I got a microphone that came highly recommended, and it worked for one video. It worked really well for one video, and then it proceeded to fuck up the audio so badly that I had to, like, it just progressively got worse. It fucked up like 10 videos, and I was able to salvage some of them, but I think Thursday last week, I sent a message to Gilded server. I was like, it was 10 o'clock at night. And I had just finished refilming the videos that this microphone. Now, this is a good microphone. It's a really, really good microphone. And it came highly recommended, but it just doesn't work. It is a condenser mic, and it is a very nice one. Like a really nice one. It's made by, it's called the Zoom IQ6, and it's made by Shure. Same company that makes the really, really expensive condenser mics for live feeds. It's got its own gain. It's got an audio thing. These rotate so that you can have a 50 or a 120 degree thing on it. And it worked really, really well. And it works really well with auto recordings. But when I tried to put the audio on the videos, there was so much crackle, and it just sounded like, you know how when you have the gain on a microphone turn way up and it just sounds like it's over the top, it sounds like it's going to blow your speakers. That's what all the audio sound. And what you guys saw, the bad audio, that's as good as I could fix it. That's as good as I could get it. So I'm returning this. I just have to find a box to put it in. But it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a very good microphone. And with some things, it works really good. Audio recording, with the audio recorder, it works great. It just doesn't interface. There's something wrong with it. And yeah, it's a great microphone. Don't get me wrong. I've used the app that goes with it. It works great, but that's not what I need. And so if you've noticed, the audios went back to what it was, but through using the software that I got and learning how to use it, I've been able to, I think if you listen to the audio now, it doesn't sound like I'm filming on my phone. Especially after I learned little ins and outs. I had somebody, I did basically one of these, like a Zoom call with a guy that uses this software professionally in a TV studio. He caught one of the videos and he asked me if it was the software I was using. I said yes, and he goes, I'll give you some pointers. I work for a TV network, and we use the same software you do. He's like, I will give you some pointers that you're not going to find, and it's going to make it easier. He's like, I'm walking you through some stuff. And so absolutely, Larry, if you're watching this, I definitely appreciate it, because I was able to fix all the audio issues with the stuff that went up from the knife show. And I mean, it came out clear, and the audio from videos that I'm filming now is going to come out so much better than it ever has, because now I figured out the little things. And a lot of what happens in this software is you're able to set presets, and now I've got them set in a menu, but I can do it. Oh, what is this? 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 Where'd my, oh, there it is. I set my mouse pad down. Just because I know you'll ring it now and I owe you for being a long time. Well, hang on a second. You're going to get special bells.
Because we haven't done it yet. You're going to get Hell's Bells. Yeah, Hell's Bells. I should probably stop doing that. My daughter's sleeping.
Oh, kid got her Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that though. Check out Blue Yeti mics. I used one for a podcast I was working in. It was really good mic. This microphone that that Memers Anonymous sent it's great. It really is good. And he sent me a mixer, a Rolls multi-channel mixer, and so I can control the volume independent of the thing. It's a lot easier to do it. So oh shit, I got another bell. Hang on a second, I'll ring that. I don't think I need a microphone. This one actually is really good. This is what's the brand on this one? Donner. It's a Donner large diaphragm condenser microphone, and I think the audio on it sounds really good. And so he also got a month membership. Did somebody do month memberships? I can't see it when somebody donates memberships. Bubbles. Speaking of long days, I'm crashing out early for once. Good night, fellas. Yeah, I probably should go to bed. I got to get up tomorrow. I have a very rigorous schedule. I don't know if you guys know this. I tried to film at least 3 videos a day. Today I did 4, edited and uploaded. Tomorrow will be another day. I do that 6 days a week, sometimes 7. I don't think anybody, and because the problem is, while I may film 4 videos tomorrow or 3 videos today, a lot of times only one of them make it through the cut. Like, you can film stuff and then you go back through and you're like, that was shit. I'm not happy with that. Jared and I talk about it all the time. I probably trash more videos than I actually upload. So I want you to think about how much, like, there's just sometimes you're just editing and you're like trying to save a video, like, this is just trash. It's just trash. Hang on a second. Let me ring these bells for you.
It's Bubbles. So Bubbles gets these bells. But you also get disco. So, oh yeah, I didn't change that.
There we go. What was this? Where's Bubbles thing? So he also got a month membership. You got him ringing bells. Let's see here. Night Bubbles. Yeah, good night, Bubbles. Thanks for the 20 bones, bro. Mike, when's your birthday? My birthday is August 30th. I turned 49 August 30th. So missed the CCN. Well, we'll do it Wednesday. And I talked with Vu Fam, since you guys enjoyed his presence so much. I said, how about we do it so that you're on like Wednesdays occasionally, like as a co-host. Yeah, it doesn't have to be every Wednesday. Because for a while, I don't think every Wednesday is going to be Cutlery Corner Network. But yeah, guys, just keep your eyes open. I am going to do the membership drive. Oh no, I'm going to bed. Wednesdays. We only do Cutlery Corner Network on Wednesdays. And typically on Mondays, we look at like Mall Ninja shit, but I just didn't feel like it today. I saw good knives. I was like, I did not want to ruin the endorphin rush that I got from seeing so many good knives on Saturday by looking at shit on fucking Bud K. I didn't want to do that today. So, 13 November, I'll be 60. Yeah, I'll be 49 in August. I know I don't look it. I know I don't look like I'm 49. And I definitely don't act like I'm 49. Some people are like, act your age. Fuck you. If you wake up in the morning, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's okay to be an adult, because that is a definition of age. You hit 18, you're an adult. Don't ever be a fucking grown up. So one piece of advice I got for you guys. Don't ever grow up. If you wake up and it's raining outside and you don't want to go out and jump in puddles, it's time to fucking hang it up, because that's when they took your soul. So yeah, I weren't in the mood to vomit in my mouth. Yep, that's what I got for you. You can be an adult, but don't ever fucking grow up. Grown-ups are just no goddamn fun. People are like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't want to grow up. I'm fucking Peter Pan. Never going to grow up. So, guys, that's it. I do have to finish. I've got to upload this last video. Or I'm going to be, if I don't do it now, I'm going to be up till fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. Because what's going to happen is I'll get it in my head and I'll start fucking filming something, and then I just won't sleep tonight. And I got too much shit to do tomorrow. So I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a blast. We didn't do anything really valuable on this except piss off Greg. I guess I don't know what Greg's. He was on here one other time. I got all wound up about shit. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe some people just enjoy angry. So I love y'all. Greg, if you're still watching, you're always welcome. You don't have to make comments if that's what makes you angry. So I want everybody to enjoy and have fun. So I will talk to you all later. You will see at least 2 videos tomorrow. I don't know if you guys seen it. Okay, I wanted to point this out. One last thing. I know it's always one last thing. I'm like Columbo. Like, oh, one last thing. You guys are gonna see that my typical 2 videos that go up, you're going to start seeing 2 videos like every day and sometimes 3. Because what I'm doing is I was talking with Jared and we're going to start doing, Jared's doing a little bit different. I'm going to do some of it. Like you're going to see clips, like 3-minute clips of today's video from the knife show. You're going to see 3-minute clips of that show up as additional content because not everybody wants to watch the whole video. So you can see clips of it and it's going to link you back to the whole video if you want to watch the whole video. But I'm also doing things like how does a switchblade work? How does this work? How does that work? What happens with sharpening? Difference between strops and hones, things like that. I'm going to do that. And yeah, I see it. I'm going to get to it. I see it. I didn't go too far. I'm going to start doing that. So you're going to get more content. So you technically, I was already doing 7 videos and 3 live feeds. You're getting 10 videos. So basically you're getting 15. I'm trying to get to 15 videos a week. So it just means that I got to work 7 days a week. It's fine. I enjoy this. If I could just get YouTube to actually fucking pay me a living wage, I would be fine with working 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. Because I enjoy this and I enjoy spending time with you guys, not clips from live feeds. It's hard to do clips from live feeds, but there will be clips from some of the longer videos, like segments. Like if I'm talking about a specific knife, it'll be like a 2 or 3 minute segment that goes up. So, at any rate, guys, let me ring this bell for Mark. I didn't mean to laugh at you. I pushed the wrong button. I was trying to get the crows. There we go. So, all right, guys, that's it. I am out. I have to do shorts. You have to do shorts. Like, I know you guys don't like shorts, but guess what? YouTube's like, well, if you want your channel to grow, they're not recommending channels that don't do shorts. If you don't do shorts, they're not pushing you up the algorithm. Guess what? Every short I put up, I get about 5 subscribers. Sometimes I get more than that. And I get paid for shorts now. So guess what? If you don't like the shorts, don't watch the shorts. That's all I got. But I'm going to do shorts, and I'm going to do like 3 to 5 minute clips, and I'm going to do 8-minute videos and 13-minute videos. So, guys, I'm out. I love y'all. I got to go. If I don't do this, we're going to just be here all fucking night, and I won't get anything done. I will see you all next time. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot something that I owe you every live feed. Here it comes. I forgot.
They call me Cuba Pete. I'm the king of a rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. Yeah.
There you go. I always forget about Dancing Cat. I always forget to give you guys Dancing Cat. I forgot. I said I was going to do it in every live feed. So, bye. See you guys later.